Some people have been asking me what I've been doing on my project, because I haven't really been keeping this up because I've been so busy. But what we're doing now, what I'm doing now, is I've got the bulkhead painted. I did it in Keswick green, which is a nice colour. Starting to build it up now. I've got the tower in, got the nice heater. You can see now when I did the heater, when I was digging around in the hardware shop, I found some aluminium hose and some tape, and that's worked out even better than the foam idea I had before. So that's great. So what you got now is a nice little grill under there, sucking the air in, sucking it through here, blowing it through here, blowing it through here, and then it'll come out the other side. I mean, I made a bit of a mess of the vent. I didn't quite get it square, but when I cut the heater duct, I'll correspond for that. But it does work. I do make mistakes. So then you can see now the finish. Once we put that stone chip guard on, it looks quite nice. You know, it's going to protect it really, really well. So I'm pleased with that. What I've been doing is sat on my chair on a night with a beer or two and taking out all these military plugs and then finding out where the corresponding wires go and then soldering them back up again and taking out that military switch, which is here for the lights, and putting them back into the proper standard way. It is turning out to be a little bit complicated, but I just can't find a wiring harness anywhere. So I thought, well, instead of spending like $400, $500 on a used harness, this one worked. It was in pretty good condition. None of the wires are corroded. So I'm going to use this one. But there are a few interesting things, because they did leave an awful lot of civilian stuff in. And it's actually made my life a lot easier. So hopefully get this done, maybe today or tomorrow. And then we can put the dash in and we can test the heater out. I'm going to probably hook it up to the hot tap and find out how to do it. One of the things that people will sometimes ask me is, how the heck do you trace wires? Well, what we do is we use this little tone generator here. And what it does is, if you put this onto tone and set it onto a bare wire, for example, let's take this one, and we put this onto a good ground here, like that, and we turn on this, we can then find out that wire is here. See what I mean? We don't have to, and if you really want, you could do a continuity by putting this lead onto here, and it's also got a continuity tester on. But when you're doing lots of wiring, it really is helpful to find out where some of the wires go. I had to chop an awful lot out because they didn't do anything. I don't know where they went, but they didn't do anything at all. So that's how I actually managed to find out how the wiring goes together. I have a good knowledge of wiring, but not military wiring. So there's a few odds and sods in there that we don't really need. So what I have to do now is take out these plugs off here. These go to the dash and put the corresponding plugs on. However, as usual in my life, there's always a problem, because, as I say on Game of Thrones, winter is coming. And not only is it coming, it's here. And it was -5 the other night. And the very bits I want are absolutely stuck in ice. And this is only the sort of first days of winter. So I'm not going to use this box. I'm going to keep it, perhaps sell it to somebody. Somebody might find that really interesting. But I need to cut this down, and it's too good to cut down. So I'm going to keep this box. But I need to get those out. You know, you have to think about 5 steps ahead of yourself all the time. So once that's out, then I'll continue with my wiring. It's nice and warm in the shop, so we should be able to get all that put back together. But in the meantime, it's back to the wiring.